Rand Coble, always a pleasure to have you here on North Carolina Now.
Well, thank you, Mitch. It's a pleasure to be here always.
Now, the North Carolina Center for Public Policy Research, they've been celebrating because they've not only received one, but three national awards from the National Governmental Research Association. Was this expected?
Two of the three we didn't know about till we got there, but this is a group of 33 groups like us in 22 different states, and they give awards, we won awards for most distinguished research, and then for outstanding policy achievement, research that actually changes policy. And then the association honored me with their Lifetime Achievement Award. So it was a pretty good night for the North Carolina crowd.
And of course, congratulations on that. And you were talking about the Most Distinguished Research Award, and that was in the area of telepsychiatry. And of course, not too long ago, we had your colleague Mebane Rash on talking about this. Give us just a brief idea about what this report was about and what were the findings.
Well, Mebane did some wonderful research that I'm glad they honored. Basically, North Carolina has 28 counties without a single psychiatrist in them. And so the idea of telepsychiatry is locating a psychiatrist maybe in a medical school somewhere and having the patient talk to that person on screen. And what we found was that the patients liked it and that the mental health outcomes were as good or better than if the person was in the room. And that'll help a lot of rural areas in the state, and I think that's one reason it was recognized nationally, is there are a lot of rural areas that need some help.
And of course, one of the other awards was for outstanding policy achievement for your work on fraud committed against the elderly.
Well, this one was particularly meaningful. North Carolina's 65 and over population is going to nearly double between now and 2030. And of course, fraud committed against the elderly is also growing fast, whether it's identity theft or whatever. And so we'd done research on this, taken it to the Legislative Commission on Aging. They then created a task force to look at the problem and deal with it. And then last year, that research led to a bill in the legislature that will work on preventing fraud, reporting on it better, and then prosecuting fraud when it occurs. And so it's a really important problem, and I think that legislation will address it. So we were also proud of that award.
And that was an issue that was very close to you.
Yeah, it's something that in both my wife's and my family's that we've seen it personally. And then I would say every committee that bill went through, some legislator told about some constituent that had that problem. And so it was a bill, only one person voted against it out of the 170 legislators. And so it really meant a lot to us to have that happen.
And of course, you were the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And on the citation, it read, "Respected as a think tank, watchdog, and futurist, the center's much-deserved reputation for independent research findings, insights, and recommendations is due to his leadership." What are your thoughts on that honor?
Well, that was generous, but I do think awards from your peers really mean the most to you. That when you've got people in other states who know the challenges of sort of doing high quality research, the challenges of explaining it to the public, the challenges of explaining it to the legislature and the governor and getting action on it, when your peers honor you, that really is something that really touches you deeply. And so that one meant a lot to me personally.
The North Carolina Center for Public Policy Research just recently celebrated its 37th anniversary. When it comes to this organization, your name comes to mind. You have been there for 33 years and you're retiring.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, I think three things. I'm not, this is sort of a real retirement. I do feel like I've got 3 books in me. I'm about 10 or 11, 12 finished with a book about the key role that nonprofits play in new democracies. And so my wife and I love traveling to countries that are facing that transition. And so we'll be going to South Africa for the second time to see what's happening there. And then I'm a tennis player at heart, so I want to travel around and see how I stack up against the people from around the country. So those are 3 things that we've got in mind.
And of course, being at the center for 33 years, you have established a legacy.
Thank you.
What are some of the things that you would like the center to maintain, even though you decided that you are gone?
Well, I think some of it is is values. For example, the board our board of directors is unusual in that it's designed to mirror the population of North Carolina in terms of gender, race, geography, and political party affiliation. So whatever percentage you see of Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, that's what's on the board. I think the other thing that you look back on is there are certain studies you did that helped improve people's lives in North Carolina. We did a study in the 1980s on how full the landfills, and that led to statewide recycling legislation. Did a study in the 90s on how the public universities identify, evaluate, and reward good teaching. And so now there are teaching awards on every campus in the 16 campus system. Y'all do a story every May on those teaching awards. And then in the 2000s, we looked at research on ways to prevent high school dropouts. And the legislature then sort of appropriated money to experiment with what were called dropout prevention grants. And as a result, the dropout rate's now gone down 6 years in a row, and the graduation rate's gone up 7 years in a row. And then last year, that legislation on fraud committed against the elderly. So those are things where you feel like the research made a difference in people's lives in North Carolina. I'm proud of that and hope it lives on.
Rand Coble, we thank you for stopping by. We thank you for your insights over the years, your contributions, and your service to the state. And we wish you nothing but the best of continued success, sir.
Well, thank you so much for saying that, and the same to you at Public Television. I'm a big supporter of yours and hope your success continues as well. So thank you.